left, did you? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, hi, everybody. October 1st already. Whew.
Everywhere. Yes, everywhere.
It's actually, we've had a beautiful fall.
I guess so.
All right, so we don't have any additions. We have that change that I gave you for the part that we'll go over that list, that email that Fred just brought us. So public be heard. Anybody from the public want to speak? You good? Jumper, good to see you.
Is that what you were looking for?
All right, we're going to move along to approval of the minutes from September 17, 2024.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for the regular board meeting held on September 17th, 2024.
I'll second it.
All right, couple corrections noted. Tell me when you're ready, Fred.
Yep.
Nice little red pen I got. All right, so under the mayor's increase, I recused myself. That wasn't noted in the minutes. And then on the evening school resource officer, a couple paragraphs down, that should read that the evening SRO agreement does not include. And then those are the two I found.
Which one was that one?
Bottom of the
Under the
page.
SRO agreement, it says,
Second
Third
page.
page.
it reads informed the board that the evening SRO agreement does include reimbursement, but it should say does not. See if you had your little tablet and your red pen like me.
Crossing guard?
No.
That's all right.
Right here.
Above it.
See, right here?
Yes.
It should say does not include, and I'm following up on that. That's all I had. Anybody else have any changes? Okay. Motion's on the floor. Thank you. All approve?
Aye.
No opposed, carried, thank you. All right, Parks Department report. Stace, Scott, lots going on there. Anything you want to add? Follow up with me. I noticed in there that you had for the sound for the ice rink. Remember we had met with Mike Morris? I think you were with me. It was quite some time ago. Maybe you weren't with me.
I don't think so.
Okay. I do have some, he's from Pro Sound out of Elmira. I do have some details on recommendations that, because those speakers that we have are not outdoor speakers.
Yeah, that's what I've been told, so I
Yeah.
was trying to figure out kind of that what we need to do.
Yeah, he had some recommendations, so I can pull it and show you. All right. Nothing else, Stace? Only one broken arm so far, I heard.
Only one broken arm.
Was that our first week too, wasn't it?
Really?
Only had to pick one person out.
Oh. All right, so no streets, no codes. Just to update the board on codes, we do have 2 applications, might have one other one coming in, so we're going to get interviews scheduled here pretty quick. If you want to be engaged, let me know. Right now I have Peter and me interviewing with Fred. Okay, no water, no electric. Terry, anything different on yours?
No, nothing.
One question I had, did the fire department,
Nope.
they didn't host?
They're working, still working on the road right now. Right
Okay.
now they're taking up all the rocks on both sides of the road, so.
Okay. Charlie was gonna try to organize a washout there. So I think that's really gonna help. They do truck training on Mondays, so I wondered if maybe they did it last night.
Yeah,
Okay,
It's pretty
No, the
nasty.
road wasn't as
Jeez,
muddy,
it gets
I
worse
guess,
and worse.
when they
Yeah.
went through, but-
That's
Yeah,
right.
we had rain.
It's dried out, starting to dry out a little
Well,
bit.
and we've had a lot of rain, so the rain's washing it off too, so.
it's like concrete on my car.
Yeah, it doesn't come off easy.
Mm-mm. Okay, police, jumper had to leave. No fire, I haven't heard from Jason.
They haven't had a police report forever.
No, that's another thing I talked to Ethan about. Okay, kind of a quiet night. I need a motion, please, to accept all department reports.
I make a motion to accept all department reports. I'll second that.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
No opposed, carried, thank you. All right, first item up is the approval of the 2025 campground rules. Nice job on that, Stace.
Yeah, very nice.
I think you covered it all.
Did we decide that we were gonna let them wash the campers?
No,
Yes.
thought that was a no.
No, campers, I thought from the last board meeting, were okay to be washed on weekdays, just no cars and boats.
Right. That's what our discussion was, I thought.
I,
I thought the discussion was because, like, they're there all year, and they're big, you know, it's not like they can move it to take it to a car wash or anything, and it kind of keeps up with the appearance of the campground if they're able to keep their own campers in order.
so washing the campers is okay, except for weekends.
Yeah. And it's not that anybody down there does a lot, just, if you'll see some, once in a while, just kind of,
So like, is there any kind of like, should we put some kind of a limit on that? I mean, I've seen that one guy on the corner there, he like washed his, like, every time I was down there, he was washing his camper. I mean, I don't know how, I mean,
I don't think they personally do it a lot, I mean, I think it's good to keep up with the appearance of the campground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what,
Yeah, I don't think, there was one on the corner, you said?
yeah, on the main entrance as you come in, he was on the left-hand side. He was down by that corner where we used to have the big mud puddle and stuff.
Right.
He was down in one of those two slots maybe in there. I've seen him out there a couple of different times. I mean,
Like
should,
maybe because the road,
The
this
dust.
stuff this year, with the road, you know, what I mean, because we had a lot of road repair going on, so that could be why it's doing more.
yeah, and we added no car, boat, or trailer washing, because that,
Right, because that was on there, the car, boat, and trailer.
Right.
So we took that off.
I need a motion before, we're discussing before we have a motion on the floor, please.
oh, I thought we already did that.
Go ahead, Peter. Oh,
No, go ahead.
oh, I'll make a motion to approve the 2025 campground rules.
I'll second.
Okay,
Now we can talk.
yeah,
Oh, I thought we already did that.
that's okay, I know, you gotta calm down.
I'm
been
going a
running
million
around
miles a minute
today.
here.
It's all right.
What else did I see on here? No, you're not allowed to park any motorized vehicles on decks.
Yeah, we have a lot of that going on right now, we have a lot of motorcycles on docks and that, but there's nothing really in the rules right now, and I can't really do anything about it.
Yeah,
Is that for like a fire safety thing, or?
well, because you can only get two vehicles, and a motorcycle would be considered a vehicle, and if they're throwing it on their deck, then they think they can put two
Oh.
vehicles. That's been the problem, right, Stace?
That's pretty much, it's, yeah. Creating more room in the site, you know. I mean, I did put in there, because I do feel like two motorcycles should constitute one car, you know what I mean, just 'cause the size, we're on my size.
Yeah, we just don't have a lot of space.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Any Other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
No opposed. That's carried, thank you. All right, next up, 2025. This is what's tricky with this, I have to go back and forth. campground rates.
Okay, so that's in the,
Parking.
that's in the
I'll
new
make a
folder.
motion to approve the 2025 Fleet Park rates.
I'll second that.
Okay, so there's a couple of clarifications that's on this email.
Go ahead.
You guys have it?
I don't have the email, but,
The one I gave you, this printed one.
oh,
Oh.
I got, okay.
Got it.
Okay.
So just a couple of things. So the chair covers and table linens, they should be removed, because we don't have a laundering service, so we're just taking that off.
Chair covers for,
So that's on the
oh, got it.
Second. second page.
Okay.
And then we have a duplicate on the pre-purchase guest parking that was on there twice, so that's just a notation that we gotta move that off,
Yeah.
one of them off.
Well, okay, we
The one under rentals is the one that needs to be moved off, because the one under parking defines like
how many people?
how many people.
Right.
Okay, so, parking fee, pre-purchase, okay, so that gets moved on, okay.
And then the pickleball, we just for a point of clarification, that's for an hour court. So we just added a notation on that. And then the daily, so this is on the top. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down. The daily full hookup military, we're changing that to 10% because that's the way the computer system works. We can't do
It's a fourth one then.
yeah, so it's,
Yeah, I think it's noted on there technically it's like $10 off now, but the way our Firefly computer system works, it works off a percentage.
So what is 85 or 10% of 85?
So we're doing 10% off the daily rate.
so it would be 10% off of 95, correct?
No,
So do you want Stacy to update this for you, Fred?
I can do it.
Okay, 'cause I just,
I think I sent you the Excel for it, right?
Yeah.
okay.
So I can't vote mine.
Are you connected to the internet?
Thought I was. I can get to the email.
I had put it in.
You want me to show you how? All right, other questions for Stace? We've been through
My
this.
questions were on the spreadsheet. Did you review those?
What's that? Yeah, I looked through them. The ones, notations were the ones I noticed to change.
Need help?
Let me see.
No, I put another column in with notes.
Okay.
I couldn't get it from yours, but I got
But-
it from him. With the Fred's. But,
So last meeting, we talked about some of those, so you still have questions, Steve?
No, didn't look like it.
I do. So with that 10%, that's silly, but, so off of 95, so it's 950, so that brings it to 8550. Do you want me to write that as,
I mean, you can write that in as long as you're okay with us at the office doing the 10%.
yeah, no, I mean, I'll put 10% off to the side, I'll put 10%, but I'll leave it as 8550, so that way you can see it.
You were able to get it?
oh, there we go.
Yeah, this one's sideways, so we're all turning.
Yeah, which one?
yeah.
I'm so excited.
We'll get you all trained up.
Okay.
You gotta stand on your head and look at it.
So are we voting on this with these edits that came in
Where'd you
at
find that?
120 today,
It was in the backup.
or,
Well, we need to because they've got to get the contracts out. These changes are just duplicates that were on here that we forgot to take off, the first ones. And the chair covers and table linens, because we don't do that anymore. And then the remove the parking fee is just a duplicate, it's already on
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
And then it's just clarification, the pickleball is just so that it's clear. And then the RV is or the military is just percentage because of computer. It's not,
It won't computer it, there you go.
Other than that, these are
It's
the
only
rates that
50
you guys
cents,
had last time.
right. Other questions? Peter, you have questions?
So, we've decreased some of it. Right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nothing.
But, oh, okay, so that's the old next to new?
Mm-hmm. This is
Gotcha.
just the new. This,
Okay, so it went from 1250 to 1500.
right.
Okay, got it. I'm good.
Yeah, you did it. Steve?
Nah, but it just fine.
You good, Bob?
Yeah?
All right, all in favor?
I,
Right?
No opposed, it's carried, thank you. Thanks, Stace, for your work on this.
Marvelous, simply marvelous.
All right. Sorry, I keep going back and forth here.
you want me to make a motion? Are we ready?
Yep, so next up is the park concession stand contract.
Now I'll make a motion for the approval of the Clue Park concession stand contract renewal for the 2025 season for Santillo's Dippin' Girl.
I'll second that.
Further discussion? So it looks like they cleaned up pretty well. Any concerns there, Stace?
What was that?
From Santillo's with the,
Oh, no, Scott and I went over there this morning and we checked it out. There was a couple items I'm gonna recommend they take out, computer systems and that. Cause it's not the security, safety things. That looked really clean, it looked really great, compared to everything how they received it, so. It's good in there, it looked like all the food items were out. They had a couple little, grocery bags there, a couple things that I think they either forgot to grab or coming back for, so I went and grabbed those, so it was great.
What was that a year?
It was $7.50.
we just upped it.
But we're just up to $8.50. And I guess that's a question too, as far as their deposit goes, if they're gonna continue on, do we hold on to that, or do
We
we
just-
put that back?
Yeah, usually we just hold it, correct, Fred? Like we did the kayak when they give us a deposit?
Yeah, and speaking of, sorry, just give me a second. So if you look, the agreement that's in there right now is not sent to you. It's that is the kayak agreement.
It's kayak.
Yeah.
agreement.
Yes, that's what I've been looking for.
Yeah, that's not, I actually put the wrong one in there. Sorry,
Okay.
I just realized that, because I had that on my desk. It's
So
so much.
what do we need to table it, or? I mean,
So you got the updated contract?
This
then?
is the updated contract for the kayak, which actually should have
Not for
been
the-
added on this. It should have been in here. Because we were waiting on insurance.
That's right.
We added that in here, so that actually should be a voting item, but in addition to that,
so that would be J.
you'll have to move it down to J, yes. Yeah. So we're missing that contract.
And I
You
don't
wanna-
have it with me.
You wanna just table it till next time?
Yeah, I mean, it's a renewal.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell them, just tell them that,
He's not going,
Yeah, I kind of let them know that we said, pending approval, that they would probably be okay. So the main thing is they didn't want to take equipment out,
right,
they have to put it back in.
okay. So we'll table that till next meeting. Okay, so we're gonna move to the holding.
Kayak one's the next thing,
No, the
on
Italian American
on the
Festival.
computer,
The what?
kayak agreement is where
Yeah,
that
we have to
is.
put
Oh,
it
yeah,
in
it's
the
on the
J.
computer.
I know, but
It's
I'm just
not
saying,
there.
might as well
Mhm.
just do
Okay.
it,
Oh,
since it's right, you know what I mean?
So.
Kinda right next to it.
Huh? Okay.
It's on your screen?
Yeah,
No, no, no.
I've got it.
Yeah, it is.
yeah, it is.
If you, the
on
attachment
the-
is, but not on
The
the.
attachment.
Oh, the
not on the-
attachment,
no.
but it's not on the
Yeah, the
agenda.
attachment's
The
there.
It's not on the
contract's on
agenda.
there.
Yeah, the
Yes.
contract's there.
Yes, okay.
That's what I said.
That's what I'm saying, is I'm missing the one. I thought you, I was like, wait.
So he's missing, the thing is, he's missing the contract for the
I'm missing,
Dippin'
yeah,
Girl.
I'm missing. the
Right,
Dippin'
yeah, I
Girl.
know what you're saying.
But the also, it's, doesn't say anything on the agenda
You made me
about
nervous, I thought it was missing.
the
out. I
kayak.
was like, wait.
Correct.
It doesn't say, so we're adding that as a J,
Got it.
and so wouldn't the next thing be D, the Italian American
That's,
Festival?
that's correct.
Okay. Make sure I'm straight.
Now we need a motion for the Italian Festival hold dates.
Make
I'll
him,
make-
go ahead,
I'm making a motion to approve the hold dates of 8/14/25 through 8/17/25 for the special event application by the Schuyler County Italian American Festival, with final approval to be brought back to the board once all special equipment and services requested are formalized.
second.
Discussion.
So we're just holding the dates for right now. And that's-
Yeah, because I had a lot of questions on the application, but they just don't, they're not far enough along. So they're basically wanting us to hold the part for the dates, correct?
Yeah, I think, you know, there's gonna be a lot to go through, you know, with the committees and that, to see what their needs are. And
Are we gonna hold it for a certain amount of time, or, like, should we put a deadline on that? Nothing against them, but I mean, I just remember what happened last year, was that it was,
Doesn't
I
want to,
know
we don't want it to be.
Chantel contacted them many times, you know, about the dates.
They didn't
And,
get back.
you know, she just remember we finally got to the point where it was like, hey, the jet ski people want that date, and we're not hearing from the
Yeah.
IAF, so.
Do we know when the jet ski dates are?
yes. I don't remember.
But it's not the same weekend?
No.
Okay.
I think the main thing is, I guess, as long as both parties are diligent with getting together and, you know, formalizing things.
Yeah, because from what I understand, this is totally based on the amusement rides,
Yes. so
when they
that's-
can be here.
They booked their amusement company based on these dates.
Correct.
And the NASCAR's not that weekend?
It's the weekend before, isn't it?
It's a weekend before.
They went back to the original
Hmm.
first weekend, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I
Changes
would
all the
just say
time.
there's a lot of things for us to work out, including the whole vendor piece. I'm looking at Fred, because I
Yeah,
know.
'cause they had a lot of questions regarding
Parking.
vendors and insurance and that, you know, I know we need to get back to them on.
We talked about that. I will put together something that's specific on the insurance so that we don't go around and around.
Right.
Actually, I was gonna do a checklist. That'll be-
Yeah, I think that,
Stacy, you said they did lock in an amusement ride company?
so
Yes.
it's my understanding this amusement
Okay.
company was coming from the Chemung County Fair. So they're like the weekend after.
And they will only do 4 days.
Yeah, so I guess that was what
No,
question
more
that
than-
have
more,
for them
yes.
is too, because this is starting Thursday, what day do they have to leave the Chemung County Fair and what time? When are they coming, that amusement company gonna be setting up at the park and,
It's usually pretty much all week.
you know.
So basically, we're just holding the dates at this time, more to come.
But that's,
Because we
yeah,
got a
that's
lot
good
of
that
time.
they've locked somebody in though, because that was the issue before, right?
That was the whole reason why they did
Yeah,
it.
people
Yeah,
would
that's the only reason,
be happy it's coming back.
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, any other questions?
I don't-
We didn't answer Margaret's question. We put a deadline on it.
Oh,
It's still pretty early, I mean, yeah.
well, it wouldn't hurt, just to keep it moving.
What, first of the year?
Yeah, maybe January 1st. and
It's
then
October.
See where we're at with it.
So that it's not like we're saying, after January first, forget it, you can't have it. Just
Right.
to be reviewed again.
Yeah, there's a lot to be worked out when I looked at that application. Okay.
Up for review.
I think
Up
that's
for-
good.
Yeah,
Up for review, January 1st,
Yeah.
review, is review.
just to make sure they're moving along.
Well, they should be they do regular, not regular, but they do meetings. They should invite you and whoever else to.
I think
Yeah,
you
but
and I,
just in case they
you and I
don't,
went last
just in
time.
case they don't, what?
Yeah, we had Peter go because he's got experience.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm the
Yeah,
guy.
he knew a lot about it, so.
I think we spent more time reminiscing, but
You remember when we did
How
this?
often do they meet?
I have no idea.
Oh, I thought you went to.
I don't know if it's a regular thing at this point, but I'm sure they will have regular meetings going forward.
We used to meet every month.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking,
Till
I'm just
then,
thinking
too.
just to kind of keep them on task.
Right.
Because last year, it was really more of a, from our end, it seemed like it was more of a, they just didn't get back, they didn't get back to the parks office.
Yeah, all of a sudden it was, we're not doing it.
Well, and.
That's what they
Right,
basically
but they,
came
but
down
you-
to.
I know Chantal reached out to them several times saying,
Yep.
we're saving this date, do you want it, with really no response.
Right.
So, if, it just might kind of make them a little bit more accountable.
I think
As far
that-
as, like, staying in touch with you.
Can't you just request, they update you once a month, and then the deadline for whatever,
Just,
January,
you know,
February?
let's like report back to the board.
Yeah, just, yeah.
That's
I
right.
think,
Yeah, because there's a lot of logistical things. I mean,
Yeah.
certainly Stephen knows.
Well, this is the first board meeting of the month, maybe by Friday before the first board meeting.
if they'd just let me know when the meetings are, I could attend the meetings and
Or
just
if
sit
they're
there and
at
listen.
least, at least if they're in constant, not constant, regular, communication with you, that's a positive. Because that didn't seem to happen last year.
Right, we might wanna consider giving them to like February first, because we're going into holiday
Yeah,
season.
that's true
and
too.
Just,
We're busy.
December's
Yeah.
a train wreck for
Right.
people doing meetings and
Yeah.
getting back to them, in all fairness to that committee.
Yeah, it's fine.
Maybe we do something like February first,
Fine with me.
Yeah, that's,
just like, hey, give us an update.
yeah, yeah, that's all I'm saying.
What's happening?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's going on?
Good for you.
All right, all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Aye.
No opposed, carried, thank you. All right, next up's sewer requests for credit of $30. Need a motion.
I make a motion to approve the sewer request for 308 East 8th Street in the amount of $30.
Second.
Further discussion? This aligns with the policy, which it's always helpful when they attach it. Looks like it went on the floor.
What's going on in the pictures?
Here you go, here, look at.
Well, look at the colored ones, you can see, it's, water was
It's
spewing.
below.
Actually, kudos to whoever did this on there, because typically we don't get this kind of detail, and
sure it was
this
Kristen.
spells it out very
So
specifically.
what
Yeah,
happens?
right, you know that.
You know one?
He might
Top,
too, though. He
tile
might-
all over, and the
he's
floor
like
is
that.
He
completely
is.
Yeah,
dirt floor, so it didn't go into
to sewer.
Probably went down, took
Okay.
a picture and sent it to
So I
him.
don't know how much, how do you write?
Yeah, they let the water run, but
$30
they didn't,
seems
they
cheap.
took pictures of
I
it.
know, that's pretty, $30 is,
the, based on average.
He
what
caught
they
it pretty
normally
quick.
Caught it,
average,
yeah.
And then where they went up, and then Bart finds the difference.
Oh, okay,
So it's just based on an average with a bill normally.
yeah.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No opposed, carried. All right, next up is approval of the 23-24 crude payables, and we can explain this.
Make a motion to approve the 2023-2024 accrued payables.
I'll second it.
All right, Fred, you want to explain to the board
Yep,
what
so.
we're doing here?
So what this is a list that Noe made up for, these are expenses that were supposed to hit, would have hit in the last fiscal year, that didn't. Rather, it was that we didn't get invoices at a certain time, or the item didn't come in, or for whatever reason. So those expenses actually hit this fiscal year. So she's adjusting that back so that it's not hitting this budget, it goes back to where it belongs.
Thankfully.
And it's on the ledger for, the accrual ledger for,
Yeah.
yep.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 No opposed, carried, thank you. Next is our renew the village's Xerox contract, which we desperately need. The old girl.
Make a motion to renew the village office's Xerox contract, machine and maintenance, $137.13 a month for 5 years, which equates to $8,228 plus 46 cents per print for black and white and 39 or 40 cents per color.
I'll second.
Discussion.
Where is it? Got it.
Joe Penizzato.
You probably want that old machine, don't you, Peter?
You know Joey Penizzato?
No, I don't know where it comes from. Yeah, he wants to move his garage.
Correction, yeah, 4 cents.
It's four, yeah.
It's 4 cents.
I said it.
I thought there was an
again.
extra
Yeah.
zero there.
Yeah,
It's 4,
4
yeah.
There's
cents
actually,
for black and white and 39 cents for color.
I actually called the
actually
guy.
rounded up, it would be 5 cents, wouldn't it?
I actually called the guy and said, this is ridiculous amount. Then he looked at the age correctly, I was like, yeah, you're right.
All right, all in favor?
So this is Jody guy. Aye.
Aye.
No opposed, carried, thank you. All right, we got some surplus
representative.
items
Oh.
here. We need a motion, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the surplus items, 7 Glock Model 22 police pistols and 1 office paper folder and insert machine.
Second.
So where are they going on
So.
sale? Where do they go on sale?
Steve second.
I'll buy one.
I think the officers are buying.
Why does that say surplus items? What does that mean? I don't.
We have to surplus them before we.
Oh, surplus of, okay, got it, got it.
So that's the police. Oh, I know, let Jumper jump in.
He got a
he's
call.
not here.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so they have new guns that they intend to purchase, so we can't do anything with the old ones now. There are a few officers that would like to purchase their guns, and we have a system in place for that.
We have a
So
process.
Once we do surplus it tonight, then they'll actually create vouchers, for each one for the cost of the gun. They have to go down and get the transfer that the guy comes in and whatnot. They do the paperwork, all that goes together, just so it releases the village of any liability. And then it's theirs.
Then the others go
The other ones
to,
typically go back to, yes, to the company that they're buying the current weapons from, and then they'll get credit for it.
I'll buy one.
People lining up.
No, I was thinking about that myself. What's an
Nice
office
Glock
paper
40,
folder and
So,
insert
that's
machine?
simply the machine that
Maybe
you
it should.
put the paper in to
I've
fold, to
shot
go
one
into
before.
envelopes, you know, it's basically, it's a stuffing machine.
Oh,
Yeah, we replaced that one a while back,
yeah,
but the old one is still sitting in there, so we need to surplus that to get it somewhere.
okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do you know what they'll get for them? Did they
Nope.
say?
The,
Pistols?
it's like two something, 250?
265, I think he said.
It's, he's, two something is what he told me, I think it's like 250. Jumper was here to get Philly, but he knows how it's done. Yep, I'll buy one.
Yeah, to the public,
265.
in the public.
It's like,
Well,
it's $500 gun.
yes, but we
Yeah.
prefer not to, that,
Yeah,
oh,
the-
yeah, we actually agreed that we, no, we would do it internally and officers only, and then the rest would go back. We actually talked about this, just to say that, just,
The paperwork
They need to
process
go
has
all
to
over
be
the
very
place.
clean.
I was thinking about taking that gun course that they're offering in Odessa. Well, they had one in September, like next time around.
They're
I
good.
think Forrest does that.
Forest
Uh,
Brands.
He's the one to teach it.
No, no.
That motion was carried, Brad?
yeah.
No
Just
opposed,
kidding.
okay. Now we have hire Nora Stegner for roller skating part-time.
I'll make a motion to hire Nora Stegner for roller skating part-time labor as of 10/2/24 at $16 per hour.
Second.
Discussion. Just to be transparent, that is Stacy's daughter. So we will ensure that Chantel is supervising her. I'm glad she's gonna, does she skate?
Yes, he does. This is the time this is gonna lay all the kids off, I guess, in November, when I work in there, so.
Oh, well, good for her. Other questions from the board? I just wanted you all to know that in case you didn't know. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No opposed, carried, thank you. Right, general audit, September 30th, 2024.
Kayak launch
Kayak.
agreement.
Oh,
We're gonna do
sorry,
kayak.
I wrote it and then I erased it. All right, let's get a motion on the kayak renewal.
Make a motion to approve the 2025 Clue Park kayak launch rental agreement
I'll second it.
with Paul Dizeroff,
Deseroff, yeah.
I'll second it.
DBA Mountain Valley Guides.
I'll second it.
All right, further discussion.
So we decided that
Yeah, we updated it with the
the language
correct
for the insurance.
Yeah, we
Yep.
moved it up to 2,000 a month.
Right.
And yes, the insurance is listed in here specifically as to what they have to.
A million and 2 million,
Mhm.
Yep.
and that matches our other one.
This is the, I actually cleared that with our insurance, but then we have a minimum insurance requirements, it depends on the situation, but in this case, that's all that's required for them. They're outside, they're not in a building, no additional liability. So they said that we could add an umbrella policy requirement, but it's not required, so just left it as is.
Okay,
All in favor?
Aye.
No opposed, carried. Now we'll go to the general audit of September 30th.
I make a motion to approve the general audit dated September 27th, 2024, for the total amount of $265,400.89.
I see a different amount.
Second?
So do
So
I.
do I.
I see 271, 169.
That's what I got.
It should be 271, 169, 63.
Where are you getting your figures from then? Peter G.
Last week,
I got it out of-
Oh, did you go off of the sheet, because it updated since then?
Oh, yeah, okay, so I went off that sheet.
Yeah, yeah, that one has a new one. If you go to the last- very
271,
last page.
169, 63.
I was like, what the heck?
I think you have to redo your motion.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm gonna,
Here,
And it's,
right there.
all right, so I'm gonna redo the motion saying, I approve the general audit dated September 30th, 2024 for the total amount of $271,169.63.
I'll
Second.
second it. Oh, Steve, yeah.
okay, further discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
It's carried, thank you, no opposed. A couple updates, we met today on the ADA playground. I don't know if you saw my email, we're gonna pull you in. So we're gonna break ground mid-November, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I included you on that meeting too next week. So I've notified Cargill. We'll just need some help with the UFPO, once we get a defined date. But the winter's good. We'll have a new playground by spring. Pretty exciting.
It's very cool. My grandkids are really looking
It's
forward
gonna
to
be
it.
awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really gonna be cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very expensive, but very cool.
Yeah.
There's
Pretty
nothing-
lit.
Everything's expensive these days.
Oh, yeah, but this is crazy.
This is crazy.
The other update I have, I'm working with Skylar Schmung Art, that they may have two individuals that could work for us for crossing guards.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll have that knocked out here pretty quick. It's ideal in a way because they're right there, and they've had some loss of, income for some of these individuals because of the, what do they call that? The car cleaning.
Oh.
Seneca
Yeah.
Shine,
Yeah, so they do, still
Detailing.
do some, but they don't do as much, the individual personal cars. So I'm working with Wendy and her team.
yeah. Nice.
So that could be a win-win for us, and we need it for safety reasons, as Officer Jumper knows. People fly through those intersections. What
Is that,
else?
is that our responsibility or the schools?
we have it in our budget, and we have had it in our budget for years. We couldn't recruit has been the problem since the last individual,
James left.
yeah.
No, you know,
Mr. Wallner.
it's only 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour after school,
Yeah.
and so it was really.
Yeah.
And minimum.
It's an hour a day, it's 30 minutes,
Is
right,
it?
Jumper?
It was 40,
The email we
No,
got was 30
James
and
worked
30.
an hour in the morning, an hour after.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. he
yeah, we
worked
gave them a
two-
minimum, well, we expanded that email, somebody got back to me, I can't remember, oh, it was Officer Coleman, that we needed him a little bit longer.
Hmm.
So hopefully that'll work out, because it's really important. Other board concerns?
I have one, but I'm not sure if this is the appropriate place or time or whatever, but, now we signed into law this abandoned house law,
Yep,
that, can't remember when we did it. And, you know, I don't know, I don't even know his names, I can't, but there's a specific house on a street right next to mine that I'm not really sure what the heck's going on there. I've talked to you about it before, but it's like,
Nothing.
well, there is something that goes on. About once every month or two, the owner comes and he puts plastic up around the garage. He has a permit
Yeah.
to make the garage habitable so that he can supposedly work on the house. And he'll show up like, and this has been going on for years. And he
Yep.
puts plastic over the roof. And I actually have pictures of it too. And right now, the plastic off from like 3/4 of the roof is blown off again. I mean, this just
Yeah, he
happens
puts it on and
over
over.
and over and over. And I would almost say it's been going on for 10 years.
yeah, it's not
In
good
the
for the
meantime,
environment.
there's probably a lot of critters living in that house. I know for a fact there's a lot of pigeons living there, because I watched them go into this certain spot in the house. And unfortunately, the flight path for the pigeons to get to the food for my neighbors is like right across our driveway, so there's like massive amounts of poop. all
Pigeon
over-
poop?
What? Pigeon poop. On the cars, on the side of the house, and I don't really care about that much. It's
Yeah.
just that, it's, you know, it's a house that's sitting there idle.
Yep.
And there's no forward movement on it.
Yeah, so two things need to happen. First, we gotta get a code
Code
officer,
officer.
because
Well,
that
I thought
code,
that one guy was working part-time.
he is, but
He doesn't have time for that.
He- no, because it's a legal issue. We do have it in law, but we have to work with the attorney to put things in place. We have another one that I'm working on right now, but I need a code officer, because that person needs to help implement.
Move it along.
Yeah, it
Well,
needs to move. That's
can-
not the only one. There's a number of them in the
Yeah,
village.
may I ask how long this permit goes for? Just-
They're usually by the year, so if you can look at it, it's on the door, I saw it, it's on the,
It's on the garage window, I think.
yeah, if it's expired, I mean, we can check it anyways. You
Well,
just-
I'll walk over and look too. I didn't think about that, but it's really getting, you know.
It's getting pretty old, I can't
Well, I'm
imagine.
kinda actually a little bit worried about the mental state of the person that kind of just keeps putting the plastic on the roof.
Well, it's definitely not good for the environment, because that stuff's blowing all over the
Yeah,
place.
oh yeah, I used to, well, for a long time, insulation. I
Yeah.
was picking up insulation out of my yard that was coming from there and that was a long time ago when they were trying to
Yep,
do a little bit of renovating over there or whatever, or I don't know what they were doing. But, yeah, sometimes I don't see much in my yard, but I would imagine it goes into other people's yards.
Mhm.
And,
yeah, it's
So, anyway.
definitely a hot item. I have a couple
Yeah.
sitting on my desk right now that, but we gotta get a code officer in here to help move things. And that reminds me, Terry, can you make a note, there's a vacant house on Middlesex and, what's the road that goes across? Summit, I think? It looks like, I meant to call Megan about this today, and I forgot. It looks like there might be a water leak. The neighbor stopped me this morning. It's kind of above you a little
Yeah, I
bit.
think that is the area that we think there's a leak up there, and we gotta go try and find it.
Yeah, the neighbor saw water running, and that,
Down the ditch, I believe.
maybe, I don't know,
Yeah,
but,
'cause they called me about it, and we already know there's a water
concerns?
I'm pretty quiet.
Good.
Don't keep bugging me.
All right. We don't have any executive this evening, so I'll take a motion to adjourn, please.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
A second. Go ahead, Ben.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Here.
It's a
Laura,
wrap.
No
while you're
opposed,
here.
thank you.